So this is part 2 for Wednesday. We are still talking about supplementary or straight angles. We learned on the last video in part 1 that supplementary or straight angles is a straight line, and if I were to take a protractor and measure this entire line in degrees, it would be 180 degrees. Whether it be on the top, that's 180, or on the bottom, 180. So a straight line or a straight angle, supplementary angle, has to equal 180 degrees. So you'll notice on the 2 examples that I gave you, it's not just missing numbers where you can just subtract 180 minus that number. We have some x values now that we need to figure out, so we need to do that a little bit differently. So I'm going to show you an example first. You do not have this example. This is just an example that I'm going to do with you to show you how to do it. Okay, so I have a straight line that I know. Let's see if I can get this to focus first before I keep going. So I have a straight line. I know this straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So if I were to take a protractor, measure this line, I know it's equal to 180 degrees. So these 2 angles, you'll notice it's split. So these 2 angles added together have to equal 180. So I need to take my first angle and add it to my second angle. So my first angle is 5x minus 5. I'm going to add the second angle to it, so plus 7x plus 29. So my first angle plus my second angle, let me move out of the way here, move down here. So my first angle plus my second angle, since it's on a straight line, is going to equal 180 degrees. Okay, so you'll notice when you have an angle that's split into more than one, if you can just identify what it is first, and that's what you set it equal to. So for a right angle, you add them together and set it equal to 90 always when you have a right angle. And when you have a straight line, you're going to add them together and set it equal to 180 always. At this point, it's just solving an equation. So you're going to do 5x plus 7x to get 12x. Okay. And also you're going to do negative 5 and 29 to get 24. Set that equal to 180. And then you just got to get the x by itself and finish solving for x. So I'm going to subtract 24 on both sides. So 180 minus 24 is 156. Okay. And your last step is to divide by 12. So divide by 12 on both sides. And you get x is equal to 13. Okay, so if I were to plug 13 into both of these, I could figure out what both of my angles are. This x equals 13 is crucial to figure that out. So on your slide, I've given you 2 examples. Let's see, I can't remember. Yep, I've given you 2 examples that I want you to figure out. So if you feel like you can do it on your own, go ahead and stop or pause this video and go try it out on your own. If you feel like you need some help, I'm going to go ahead and set both of these up for you so that you're able to solve the equation. Okay? So again, if you feel like you don't need any help, go ahead and try these. If you feel like you need a little bit of help, I'm going to set these up for you. All right, so our first one is 9x minus 39 and x plus 19. Again, I see a straight line. I know if I were to add these 2 angles together, it would have to equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to take this first angle, which is 9x minus 39, add the second angle to it, so plus x plus 19. So here are my 2 angles added together, 9x minus 39 and x plus 19. And since it's a straight line, I know that has to equal 180 degrees, and it's up to you to solve it. So combine your x's together first, combine your numbers together, and solve. 9x plus 1x gets you 10x. Okay. And negative 39 plus 19 is minus 20. And you would finish solving for x from there. Okay, and the second one on the page is this one. Now this one looks a little bit different, but it's because it's divided into 3. So I still have my straight line here. I still know that if I were to add up all 3 of these angles, it's equal to 180 degrees. Instead of having 2 angles, you just have 3 angles that you need to add together. So these 3 angles are on a straight line, so they should add up to be 180. So here's my first angle, 3x, plus my second angle, which is 5x minus 20, plus my third angle, which is 2x, and set it equal to 180 degrees, and you finish solving for x from there. So if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know on the rest of the slide. Again, just finish solving the equations, type your answers for x right there.